Hello, beautiful ones. How are you doing today? I hope you are doing great, and welcome to this week multidimensional Lightworker show. You know that we're meeting every week. Today it's at 2, it's 1 hour earlier, but every week there's something for you. And today is kind of part 1 of what will come tomorrow. Tomorrow we have the interdimensional leap, which is a 90-minute channeled activation. So to get you ready so we can get the most out of tomorrow's activation, which is really a special event, I thought about getting us ready. So if you're joining here right now live, let me know who's there. And if it's the first time for you, well, let me know who you are, where you're from. If you're watching this as a replay, let me know, #replay. I'll be very happy to chat with you, to welcome you and read your comments. So today it's all about an energetic or energy reset. Again, this mini activation, today's channeled activation, is really to set you up for success for tomorrow. Tomorrow we will have 90 minutes of like full on channeled content. And I hope you hear me well, by the way. I forgot to check my audio, make sure that it's all good. Let's see, maybe the sound will be a bit better like that. Hello, Beth Ann. Hello. So yeah, tomorrow I would say that, hello, Melinda. How are you doing? So tomorrow I would say that it will be 10% of theory and the rest is completely channeled. And I just channeled the layout of tomorrow's activation, and you will really be swept off your feet. It's going through your soul purpose right now, to be reminded of what am I here to be doing right now, and what blocks need to be released, dissolved, in order for you to see your most potential, highest potential timeline. So it's not only focusing on the interdimensional leap, which means jumping on your next level of accomplishment as a light worker, as a human being. It's also really and honestly, but also lovingly supported. It's really to look at, okay, I feel that, again, remember what I talked about last week? Yes, it's exciting. Talked about the fork. I'm here, present time. I have the choice to go forward. I have the choice to choose another timeline. How do I choose another timeline? How do I not stay stuck in this actual timeline where things are not unfolding as easily, as effortlessly as they're supposed to? So tomorrow, it's really going to be a deep dive into your actual level of receptivity to change, for you to really visualize your ideal timeline. And we will see how you can effectively jump onto your next timeline. So today's, and I will jump very quickly into it, but today it's all about getting ready for tomorrow. If tomorrow you're not joining, no worries. It's still an energetic reset. If you want to come tomorrow, though, this is where you can get it. You will find the link in the description, but all you have to do is natalierestore.com, the interdimensional leap activation. What is different is that we will stay a lot longer together, and there's barely no conversation, no theory. It's all connecting with your higher self, with your star team, so they can show you what you have accomplished. That is great, that you can use right now, but what needs to be dissolved, because you might be hanging on to old patterns, old ways of sharing your magic that are not really vibrating with the person you're meant to be. So right now you're on one timeline, you might be at the fork, and either you stay on course and repeat the same patterns, repeat the same tools, the same ways of doing things, the same ways of, sharing your life, or you divert and create another timeline. So this activation is really an exclusive one and is free when you are a member of my membership, of my community called the Multidimensional Lightworker Community. But if you do not want to be part of the community, which is fine, then it's $33 for this. It's really nothing for the content you will have. If you cannot watch the replay, as it will be tomorrow live at 2 p.m. Eastern, Pacific time, I'm sorry. The replay will be accessible until Sunday evening. So you have time to play it once or twice. I wouldn't go more than twice, but once, just to really see what your ideal next timeline is. And then maybe play it again to consolidate, to strengthen the vision. Okay? So if you're, before I get into the activation, today's activation, I do invite you to consider this. The activation tomorrow is $33, but for the same price, you can be a member of my membership, which not only will allow you to be live with me tomorrow or as a replay, or actually play the activation, so the interdimensional leap activation anytime you want, because it will be pretty much accessible, for the time you are a member of that membership, of our community. So you may decide to stay 1 month, you may decide to stay 2 months, 3 months, however long you want to stay in that membership. But the good thing is that we have 2 new classes every month. Plus, you already have 40 activations right now waiting for you in the vault. So think of it, investing in one activation or investing in the activation plus 40 more, plus 2 coming up every month. So think about it. It's happening tomorrow. You can join the activation and the membership anytime, but I would really recommend for you to be present live tomorrow. Why? Because at the end of the activation, I will randomly pick one of you guys who's present live, and you will receive a channeled message from your higher self and star team. So I will channel for you. I don't know who will it be yet. It will just happen as it flows. So who's joining? Who's joining tomorrow? Who's thinking of joining? Who's, ready, or who has joined? I know some of you are already members of the membership here, so it's wonderful. You know that tomorrow it's in the vortex and you're ready to jump in. But let me know who's thinking about it seriously. It is way more than what I offer in the free group here. In the free group, usually it's a little bit of activation, but most of it is a conversation I have with you. But most of, when I really work with my students, whether it's in a private setting, but also in the group setting, in the membership,
everything is channeled, so we go deeper because we have more time. You're thinking about joining, so I don't know who that is, but I'll find you and I will message you the link for sure. And let me know. The link is in the description, but if you want me to send it to you, just send me a text message. It's at 2 Pacific time, 5 Eastern time, and 10 p.m. in the UK. Melinda says she's playing the Healing Vortex every month. Yeah, that's a good thing. The membership has so many different activations that are working on the different levels of awakening a light worker might encounter in his or her life. So strengthening the higher self, understanding your parallel lives, understanding your how your star team is connecting with you. It's like all the foundational work, plus every month we do just connect to the external vibrations, and I just ask my higher self and your team at the same time, what do they need to hear? What do we need to work on? So I hope to see you tomorrow. That's the only thing I'll talk about, and it's the only time I will talk about that in this little conversation in the Multidimensional Lightworker show. Why? Because I know that by the end of this activation, we will feel a little bit more relaxed, and it might not be the right time to talk about details and where to connect. But yes, I'm sure you'll love it. So right now, we will get ready to enter a trance-like experience. Again, today is a preparation for tomorrow's interdimensional leap, where you will be so focused that visions, insight will come rapidly instead of us trying to again clear whatever needs to be cleared. This is what we're doing right now. If you're not joining the multidimensional or the interdimensional leap activation tomorrow, it's still an energetic reset. All right. So close your eyes right now, beautiful ones. And if you're sitting down, make sure your feet are touching the ground. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through the nose and release completely through the mouth. Let's do this 3 more times. Beautiful. So use your powerful imagination to create images in your mind. And remember, it doesn't matter how you see things and feel things. Today's experience is an experience of letting go and letting in, letting go and letting in, letting go what is totally outdated in your field of reality, letting in novelty, new visions, new powers, a new direction. See yourself surrounded by a beautiful white light. A white light all around you. This white light is part of your energy field, and it connects your earth self to your higher self. Your higher self is the coordinator of your life on this planet. It will send you to the right people, to the right places, to the right experiences, so you learn, evolve, and move forward. Your higher self knows everything about your parallel lives, and your potential future timelines. And in order for you to see your future timelines, the path into the future that will take you effortlessly with grace to your highest potential, where events are flowing so gently and lovingly that obstacles and setbacks are just dissolving. Every lesson is being learned and integrated with ease and flow, so life feels like you are simply navigating through an ocean of divine learnings and teachings, excited to move ahead in order for you to see clearly those future timelines that will also allow you to raise your vibration to a new awareness and a new consciousness of who you are. You need regularly to cleanse your field of awareness. You need to be brave enough, courageous enough, honest enough to look at your reality and see if there are things that you're still doing that are really not aligning with the person you are birthing in your reality. Things you do, things you think. So we're talking about mindsets. Things you eat, the way you move, the way you interact with people. In each one of us, there are some outdated patterns. Some are easy to locate, to identify. Some are a little bit harder to identify because, one, you're not ready to look at them. They still hurt. Two, you're not even aware they're existing, so you need to dig in. Three, you're convinced that all is fine and all is good, and still things are not aligning as you're hoping. Doesn't matter how conscious you are about your actual state of awareness, there's always something to clear. Sometimes it's a little bit, sometimes it's a little bit more. Either way, the way you wash your being, your physical being, you need to also cleanse your energetic being. So see right in the middle of your heart center, in the middle of your chest, visualize a beautiful light right here in the center of your chest. This is your heart center. There's a beautiful valve opening up, releasing a flow of energy. Look at the color of this flow of energy. Does it have many colors? Is it bright? Is it darker? No judgment, just allow it to flow. And you'll see that most of that energy is flowing in different places. If it goes up, then your energy is high. You're rising. If part of that energy, as it may be split, goes down like a waterfall, that is your physical and energetic being through this mini activation. They are simply clearing what is outdated within you. So because we are in an energetic reset activation, focus on what is falling down. Focus on what you're clearing, of what is dissipating, dissolving, completely disappearing, and feel as if you were actually diving into this waterfall of old materials, old thoughts, old patterns, old behaviors, old ways of thinking, old ways of even seeing yourself, old ways of projecting yourself, old ways of holding the mask of who you are as a light worker, as a very powerful intuitive, still hiding somewhere behind this outdated, processed energy. Sometimes it's your energy, sometimes it's your family's energy, sometimes it's your ancestors' energy, sometimes it's karmic energy from parallel lives. Either way, imagine yourself diving into this waterfall of outdated energy and looking. And as you look at this outdated energy, you may see images of your past showing you ways you used to do things that are now invited to go like a very quickly. Or you may feel emotions that usually you don't like to deal with. They may be connected to a past experience. They might be recent. It doesn't matter. Connect to those feelings that usually feel like, I don't want to stay in this for too long. Connect, connect, connect. Acknowledge the presence of those feelings, those fears, those emotions creating some kind of emotional, physical, energetic discomfort and potentially psychological discomfort. Just say, come back up. I want to hear you. I want to see you. Tell me what is wrong. Tell me what I need to work on. I hear. I'm listening. Just dive into these emotions, visions, and feelings and let them speak to you. I will remain silent for the next minute so you can have a conversation with your visions, with your emotions, with your fears, and have this honest and authentic conversation. And when you feel that you've told them everything you needed to and you heard everything from those blocked energies, you will say goodbye. You will let them go. You will release them. Let's do this right now for 1 minute or so. Take a deep breath in through the nose and release. Please repeat after me. Thank you. Thank you, emotions. Thank you, emotions, for showing me what was blocked in me. Thank you, fears. Thank you, fears, for showing me what I was scared of. Thank you, blocks. Thank you, blocks, for showing me which part of my mind and heart were blocked and not used at their highest potential. Thank you. Thank you for showing me what I needed to see. From now on, I am moving forward on a timeline that is not only aligned with my soul purpose, but that will also flow with my own energy level. So I can bring healing onto myself and share my magic with the world. Emotions, I hear you. Emotions, I hear you. Outdated emotions, I saw you. Outdated emotions, I heard you. You can now go. The lesson is integrated. You can now go. Thank you. So as you said those words and you shared that with an aspect of you, you already feel lighter in different areas of your body. But you also make some kind of agreement with your body and your emotions that you will always be attentive to the feelings, to the message within the feeling. Because you want to move forward with ease and flow, you need to use all the tools that life on earth has given to you. Some tools you will need to strengthen and rediscover. That is all about the intuitive upgrade you're going through in the awakening process. And that takes a few steps, a few actions. But you already have tools that are easy for you to connect with, to really understand. It's your body. Your body's always telling you when there's a blocked emotions, an outdated mindset, and it's not always in the brain. It's in the gut, the solar plexus, it's in your hips, it's in your heart center, it's in your throat, it's in your head. It can be anywhere, and it's okay. You don't fight it. You start a conversation. So right now, from your heart center, all that is coming out is beautiful, colorful, or white light, and this light is rising. Rising so that you can, tomorrow, in the interdimensional leap activation, very quickly jump onto your next aligned timeline. A timeline that you will create based on who you are and also based on your soul purpose. Visualizing what you wish for yourself is not enough. You need to visualize actions, visions, feelings, mindsets, and behaviors that are aligned with your soul purpose. If they're not aligned with your soul purpose, you will have a feeling that you are stepping forward and immediately either remain still, stagnant, or going backward. It will never feel like a flowing journey. When you move forward on a timeline you create consciously, all aligned with your soul purpose, everything feels flow. Everything feels flowing, easily flowing. Everything feels effortless. Every lesson is integrated with ease. Every upgrade is integrated also with power and clarity. You're ready for tomorrow. You're ready for the next step, which is to ask your soul, ask your higher self, show me the ideal timeline. Show me how I can get there. Show me the actions I must take. Show me the people I must meet. Show me the words I must use. Show me the ways I must behave, so I can feel confident and authentic with the image I share with the world, but I can also attract abundance in all possible way on this journey to alignment. I am ready to up-level. I'm ready to walk on the timeline I am creating. I am ready for this next level. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Take a deep breath in through the nose and breathe out completely until no more breath. Beautiful. And in your own way, thank your higher self for bringing you here today and for showing you what needed to be cleared. And thank your body for being the first messenger to show you what is out of balance, what is off track. Thanking your heart center for taking you into a deep connection with higher dimensions. I'm thanking you. Thank you, thank you. Deep breath in, last one. And release. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Come back to this reality, feeling energized, feeling physically clear, feeling lighter, and also feeling motivated that your ideal timeline will come to you as a vision. So, of course, I invite you to tomorrow's interdimensional leap activation, because we are going to make you see your ideal timeline, and we will help you feel how it feels when you're on your timeline. Each one of you will feel exactly what you need to see in order to feel aligned. Yes, it's a group experience, but it's so powerful and so energetically focusing on each one of you that you will see your timeline. So the process tomorrow, now that we feel lighter and ready, oh, Melinda, yeah, I know it's emotional, but it's good emotional. It's because a lot is happening. Tomorrow, we're just continuing. So today we cleared the strongest blocks that might be stopping you, or that may be stopping you from being ready tomorrow. If you're not coming tomorrow, don't worry. This is a powerful activation, what we did. But if you come tomorrow, and I do invite you to come tomorrow, because I think, to be honest with you, it's going to be one of the most powerful group activation I've done in 2022. Honestly, not only will it help you to clear everything that you have done, like that you feel is totally outdated. So whatever you have done in 2022, but it will get you ready. It's very symbolic when you jump from one year to another. There's always this feeling of, hey, I'm leaving the old behind and I'm just ready for the new. So this is a little bit what we'll do tomorrow. It's not specifically focusing on a year. It's focusing on something better, which is your soul purpose. And the soul purpose is something that renews itself regularly. So you need to connect. Am I aligned? No? Okay. What is the most aligned path for me? You need to have that conversation with your higher self very regularly. You have a general soul purpose, but you have many, many steps to take to get closer to your soul purpose. And for you to feel aligned with your soul purpose is to ask your higher self, show me the timelines. Show me the timeline I'm on right now, and what would be the next available one that would take me to my highest potential. This is what we will do tomorrow. And we will go through everything: personal life, intuitive life, relationships, everything. We'll make sure that you see what steps to take. Because what happens when you do things and you don't finish the work, whether you start a meditation but you don't finish the meditation, or sometimes it could be also the work we do together. There's one very important element, is that saying, okay, I'm visualizing that I'm going to have a lot of clients, and I'm going to attract the ideal partner in my life, that money's coming in, that my intuitive powers are blossoming so much that it is easy for me to talk about my powers to the rest of the world. There's one thing to see this, but what creates an obstacle, which may delay the materialization of those visions, is the fact that your visions, your desires might not be fully aligned with your soul purpose. And that creates conflicts. So let's say, as an example, and I will end with this because tomorrow it's all about this, but it's not talking about it. It's really immersing yourself into a full process that you will be able to go back as often as you want as a member of the membership. But at least if you don't want to be a member, that's all good. It's the same price. You can just experience the activation for the whole week until Sunday. But if you are, let's say as an example, you decide, I really want to make $1 million per year. I am really owning my intuitive powers. They're clear, but I feel that that's my next step. So you close your eyes, and as everybody's telling you, in order to manifest, you need to see, you need to feel yourself in it, you need to see, and you do that. And that's what a lot of activations are all about. They're really asking you to see yourself in the success timeline, in a timeline where things are just unfolding easily for you. Everything flows easily. But if your soul purpose at the moment of the connection where you're creating your ideal timeline based on your desires is not to be rich right now, but maybe in a few months, but now you need to work on, let's say, developing more your intuitive powers. So you will feel so disappointed. You'll say, it's been 6 months. I'm really focusing on my timeline where I'm making that much and it's not happening. Why? Because you're going probably too fast. You're focusing on maybe something that is meant to happen a little bit later. Because right now your soul purpose or your soul, your higher self is telling you, okay, well, before having money like this in your reality, you need to be a little bit stronger with your intuitive powers. You need to build better relationship with others. And you could have this explanation. If we're giving you the money right now, if the universe is giving you the money right now, then you won't work on yourself because the money's flowing. If that is a desire, of course, your goals could be different, but I'm giving that as an example. So if the universe was giving you everything you want, not everything you need, but everything you want, then everything you need might never be met. Again, if you get all the money you want, maybe you'll say, well, I don't need to work. So if you don't need to work, maybe you'll never develop your intuitive powers the way you're meant to. Maybe you'll never help all those people who are ready to work with you because you'll have enough money. Again, that's an example. You could be focusing on having the most wonderful relationship because right now you're alone and you're tired to be alone. Have you questioned your higher self? Okay, in the next months, I'm just visualizing the ideal partner. But maybe in the next months, you're meant to work on your intuitive powers or maybe on blocks you have within you. So you see, the question is not to work on what you want, but what you need to work on in order to get what you want. Okay, let me rephrase that. You need to work on what is needed right now. So once you get it, you can focus on what you want. That is a lot clearer this way. So work on the needs, what you need to feel happy, to feel healthy, to feel empowered. And then as soon as you're aligned with those needs, it's easier to bring what you want. And usually what we want is more of a luxurious kind of needs. What you want can be a car, could be a partner. It's not vital, but what you need is more vital. So again, tomorrow, this is what we'll do. We will connect with your higher self so it can give you a clear plan of what your soul purpose is in your life and in the next months. When that is set, it's easier to ask, okay, as an example, I'm meant to develop my intuitive powers in the next months. What do I need to do in order to get that? Your higher self will show you what you need, all the steps to get there. And then we will envision this. We will visualize this. So it becomes imprinted in your mind, in your body, in your heart that, okay, I want really to work in alignment with my soul purpose. I've seen it. So let's calibrate energetically so I move along those lines. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Do you understand the difference between needs and wants? The needs is really what you need right now to really be aligned with your soul purpose. The wants may come at the same time that you're fulfilling your needs. It may come. But if your visions about your ideal timeline is just focusing on, I want, this is what I want, then your needs are not being met and you might diverge from your soul purpose. So this is what we'll do tomorrow. I will let you go on this. I can hardly wait to see you tomorrow. Again, if you want to join us tomorrow, it's $33. You have two options, and I will just end the conversation with this. Unless you have questions, please share it. $33. You have the whole activation, 90-minute lives, and one of you will receive on top of that one personal channeled message, which will activate you. The best is to opt to get not only the activation, the interdimensional leap activation, but also everything you've got in the membership, which is over 40 channeled activations. And you just, whatever you want to listen to, there's no specific order. It's not a course. It's just different topics, and search and play them randomly, whatever feels right. But you will have tomorrow's activation in the whole vault. Tomorrow we're live. On the top of that, every month we do have new activations. So for December, tomorrow's is one activation, and if you stay with us for the month or any following month, the third Tuesday we will have a galactic teaching where we connect with light beings and we ask them, what do we need to know here in this group as light workers? And every month, two new more activations. So again, I mean, it's a monthly rate of $30. You may $33. You may decide to stay as long as you want for the year. The year is a little bit cheaper. If you go for the year, you save 2 months, or you may decide just try it for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, whatever it feels like. But at least in 1 month, you'll have way more activations than just choosing tomorrow's activations. So are you excited? How do you feel, guys? Melinda says, yes, she understands and all is good. How are you doing? Enjoy it. You can replay this clearing energetic reset if you want to. No worries until you feel completely clear. But tomorrow is where the action will be. It's, again, I can hardly wait for myself, because I do feel I need to clear stuff, and I do feel that I'm ready for tomorrow. All right, beautiful ones. I will just say goodbye for now, and I will see you tomorrow at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 Eastern, and it's 10 p.m. UK time. And until then, enjoy your life as a light worker. Bye for now.